Glastonbury Tor, that's T-O-R, coming from the Old English word Tor, T-O-R-R, meaning a hill or a rocky peak. Now, this is the first thing that you see as you drive in to Glastonbury, which is the same sight that pilgrims on foot would have looked out for to know that their journey was close to an end. You see, this hill here in Somerset has been special to humanity for most of living memory, and over time many myths and legends have gathered around the Tor, from the believable medieval kings to the literally out of this world reports of UFOs and alien abductions. Lots of religions and beliefs have laid claim to the Tor over the years. Some people think that it was left over from an Atlantean civilization, and other people say that it's the gateway to the Celtic otherworld. But more widely believed is the theory that Joseph of Arimathea, Jesus' uncle, travelled here after the crucifixion to found the first Christian church in England, here in Glastonbury. But more importantly, he concealed the Holy Grail somewhere at the bottom of the Tor. But what we do know is that the Tor was once an island. You see, thousands of years ago, Somerset was mostly underwater. The name Somerset literally means summer settlement. It was just too wet here for people to live in the winter months. So the Tor was one of about 7 little islands that remained dry all throughout the year, which is probably where humanity's obsession with this hill first began. But it also ties in quite nicely with the story of King Arthur and the Isle of Avalon. King Arthur was the legendary leader of the medieval kingdom of Camelot. Now, not a lot is actually known about him, so over the years, it's been up to myth and legend to fill in the blanks. Arthur was a great warrior and fought off Saxon invasions with the help of his magical sword Excalibur, and also his best pal and also wizard, Merlin. And so the story goes, in 537 at the Battle of Camlan, Arthur is fatally wounded by his traitorous nephew Sir Modred. An injured Arthur is then transported to the Isle of Avalon in order to return to strength, but according to the legend, his wounds were just too severe, and the Isle of Avalon, or Glastonbury Tor as we know it today, became King Arthur's final resting place. But the thing is, so little reliable evidence of King Arthur actually remains, many historians just consider this story to be some good PR from a set of cash-hungry monks. But myths and legend aside, another interesting feature about the Tor are the bumps or ridges on the side of the hill. Now these are known as terracing, and they date back to the Neolithic times, which is around the same time that Stonehenge was constructed. And it's been said that what this terracing does is guide pilgrims in a sort of maze to the top of the sacred hill. And I guess that's still what happens today. Thousands of people each year come to climb to the top of the Tor in the hopes of having some sort of spiritual experience. And as I climb the Tor today, am I feeling any earth energy? I'm not quite sure, but I am certain that this is a very special place. At the top of the Tor stands St Michael's Church, which is missing a roof, so wind howls through it all year round. There's been a place of worship here since about the 10th century, but this one was built in the 14th or 15th century after an earthquake levelled the much larger church which once stood in its place. The more recent St Michael's Church survived until the dissolution of the monasteries in 1539, when the majority of the building was destroyed, leaving the tower which stands to this day. But I could go on about the myths and the legends for hours. I didn't even touch on fairies and UFOs. But there is some sort of draw to the Tor. I mean, you've seen today, even on a freezing day in February, there's tons of people climbing it. There's some sort of religious ceremony going on behind me, which we didn't expect would be here. That's incredible. But there is something special about this part of the world. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's alien. I don't know if it's magical. It might just be a beautiful spot high up in Somerset. But whatever it is, you can't deny the Glastonbury Tor is a special place.